Come on inside. Get on in here. Come on in here. I am excited to introduce a new segment called Flowers. Simply Flowers, where we are giving flowers to people who earn them, deserve them. It's about time they got them. And of course, the debut episode of Flowers goes to my girl, Teresa Weatherspoon. I don't know if you heard, but Teresa Weatherspoon has been named the Chicago Sky's head coach. I have known Teresa Weatherspoon since she was a senior in high school when she came to Texas, where I played, on a recruiting trip where I was her host. We're playing basketball in the gym. We're killing the guys. And after it's over, I say, Teresa, you coming? Come on, come on, we're gonna play together, girl. Come on, we're gonna do it. We go. Spoon just smiled. She was so polite. She was so humble. She was so sweet. She didn't say no, but she didn't say yes. And here's the thing: Teresa came from Pineland, Texas, which is about this size right here. It's a very tiny town. And I knew Teresa was a small town girl, so I knew it was a long shot for us to get her to come to the big city of Austin, Texas. So when I got back to my coach to give him the kind of the replay of how the day had gone, and I was like, Teresa and we were killing these guys. We won every game. We owned the court. My coaches were excited. Really, really? Did you have a good time? I said, oh yeah, we had a great time. Y'all got along? Oh yeah, we had a great time. We got along great. Like, that's my girl. Then my coach said, so is she coming? I said, no, she ain't coming. True story. I said, nah, she ain't coming. She's not coming. Teresa's going to Louisiana Tech. And that is exactly what she did. She went to Louisiana Tech, where she had an amazing career, starting point guard, developed into an amazing, a phenomenal leader, fiery, passionate. That's T. That's Teaspoon, and ultimately won a national championship 2 years after we won. So we were going to win at Texas. I tried to tell you, Spoon, we were going to win at Texas too. We won 34-0 in 1986 when we beat USC, Cheryl Miller and Cynthia Cooper, Rhonda Wyndham. Great team, but we beat them. And then Teresa's team won in 1988. 1980, yeah, Tennessee won 1987. Teresa won in 1988. So the woman's been doing it for a really long time. Like I said, met Teresa on her recruiting visit, and I saw what you saw with Teresa all the time was just smiles. Teresa was always smiling. I've never seen Teresa not smiling except for these situations when she's getting on officials. We played against her. I played against Teresa when I was at Houston Common and she was New York Liberty. When she's getting on officials, when she's getting on her teammates, and when she doesn't like what's happening. I've only seen Spoon sad when it came to someone that she cares about hurting or dying. That's just the person she is. And great teammate, upbeat, passionate, fiery, hits you on your butt. It's just it's the most amazing experience to play with someone like T. And I'm so happy to see her finally get her due. Just real quickly, let y'all get a little bit of the journey of Teresa Weatherspoon after she left. What do you call it? Louisiana Tech. That next year we played on a national team together. If you can screwed in and see some of the greats of our game, those are the 12 best players in the world at that time. You got Ann Donovan, Teresa Weatherspoon, Cammie Etheridge, Clarissa Davis, Fran Harris, Teresa Edwards. I mean, it was a crazy team. Our team was so amazing, and I think we're in Finland. We're doing a trip in 1986, like over in Europe or whatever. I think we're in Finland. We're somewhere. But I remember us going to a club that night after we won, and Coach Yao, you can see, I don't know if you can see my cursor, but that's Coach K Yao, God rest her soul. But she was our head coach. Sylvia Hatcher was the assistant. Marion Stanley was an assistant. Sylvia, did I say Sylvia Hatcher already? Yeah, okay. So we went out to the club. We're celebrating, and Coach Yao is doing her dance, and Spoon was kind of dancing with her, and we just had the best time. That's a great group of women right there. So that's when I got to really play with Teresa and be on the receiving end of her dimes and dishes and that kind of stuff, and just a great human being. That summer we won the USA World Championships, and then we also went to Russia and we won the Goodwill Games. So we were in Russia twice that year. twice that summer. And this is our team again. So you can see Clarissa Davis, Jennifer Gillum, and Donovan, Katrina McLean, Cindy Brown, Fran Harris, Cynthia Cooper, Cammie Etheridge, Coach Yao, Teresa Weatherspoon, Teresa Edwards, and the great Cheryl Miller. That's the squad, y'all. That was the squad. But Teresa Weatherspoon, God, I can get my words right together. Just excited. Teresa Weatherspoon, I always knew she was going to be a coach. She was a coach when she was a player, understood the game, in charge, extremely passionate, feel very high, very low, very disgusted if we lost. And but always team first. And then having the opportunity to play against her in the WNBA when we were playing the Comets, when I was playing for the Comets, and she's playing for the Liberty. We play 4 or 5 times a year. And one story I will tell you before I get out of here is, let me get a swig of water real quickly. We're playing in the Compact Center, which is the Houston arena. And we're playing defense. It always felt like a playoff atmosphere when we played the Liberty. So we're on the end of the bench. We're on the end of the floor where our bench is, right? And so we're playing defense. I hit the ball and I get ready to grab the ball after I hit it. And Teresa and I both went for the ball and we both fell on the floor. And just as I was getting ready to get off the floor, Teresa grabbed my shoestring. She untied my shoestrings. And I was, a part of me was mad, but a part of me was like, this is crazy. And then I just looked back at her and she just laughed. That's the kind of stuff that Spoon would do. Like, nobody knows what's actually going down on the court until you're on that court, because there are so many moments that I can share with you about Teresa, that it is just hilarious. Just the things that she would say to her teammates, like, we got to get back, we got to do this. She would have all these country euphemisms, and everybody would just be laughing because that Spoon, down to earth, passionate, fiery leader on the floor. But I'll never forget, like, some of the things that she would do when, she wasn't going to let you beat her. Like, she wasn't going to get caught. The officials never saw it. I was looking at the official like, did you see this? Never going to get caught, because you learn to do some things in a very tricky way when you've been playing the game for a long time. So I'm so happy to see her matriculate through the coaching ranks. She coaches her alma mater at Louisiana Tech. She then went to, she got into the system of the NBA. She worked with the Pelicans and really got a chance to mentor the guys and build up her skills and build up her resume and her credibility as a coach. We always knew that there was a place for her in the W. I didn't know whether Teresa wanted to be in the W. So there was a part of me when we started to talk here about where Teresa was after she left the Pelicans, whether she would even come to the W. I personally wanted her here. I understand that sometimes people want to be on the guy's side. There's better money, there's better opportunity, all that. But I always felt like Teresa Weatherspoon belonged to us. I always felt like she should be in the W. And so I was really happy to hear that she was interviewing with franchises. And God bless the folks who didn't get her, who had the opportunity to get her, who didn't get her, because I think Chi-Town is actually the best place for Teresa Weatherspoon. Just some quick rundowns. You can Google Teresa, but All-American, Olympian. She made the 1988 Olympic team. As I mentioned, won a national championship at Louisiana Tech. Just a phenomenal resume. Hall of Famer, Naismith Hall of Famer, women's basketball Hall of Famer, woman of God, woman of faith. And just when I think about where Teresa started and where we all started, really in our game and in our careers, and to see where she wanted to go and how much of a heart to serve that she has. And she's finally getting to do that. And it feels right for her to be in the W. So shout out to the Chicago Sky for doing the right thing, for understanding that a lot of times we look to grow our game with coaches who have nothing to do with our game. And you found somebody who's homegrown, who loves the W, and who's ready to serve and get that franchise to the next level. So congratulations, Spoon. Love you, baby. Y'all Google Teresa Weatherspoon if you are not aware of who she is, but more importantly, support what she's about to do in the Chicago Sky, because they are about to be blessed. We'll see you next time.